Hi, John. Okay, I've finally gotten to doing evaluation day. I've been terribly sick and I can't speak clearly or haven't been able to, so I have not been making videos because I would just sound ridiculous. And plus, it kind of hurt to talk. But I'm on the mend. So here we are. Here's your watch. First off, the numbers. I've seen worse. It's certainly better than I expected. I'll tell you that. When I first saw the watch, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to find in here, but this is better than I expected. A little bit of beat error. It's out of adjustment. The amplitude is low, but it's not disastrous. It could be running so much worse. This at least is giving us clean output. It's relatively steady. It's not bad. It's far better than I expected it to be. It's low, but I expected this thing to barely be running, and it's not that bad. It's not that bad. The case is dirty, of course. The movement doesn't look that bad. Your running bridge is a little loose because I can see that this is starting to brass over here, but it's not terrible. I've certainly seen worse. Let's talk about some of the things. Some of the big issues that we've got here relate to this weird crown situation that you've got. You can see here's your old seal. It was all pinched. It's not really even rubber anymore. Let's look at that crown because the crown is sort of functioning, but not really. Yeah, somebody tried to do something funky here. Well, it's got the original gear. I see that. It's definitely the wrong crown. I'm going to pull this away and I'm going to look at it more closely. Yeah, and look at that. It's even got the spring. Huh. Okay, so I'm going to have to get this thing apart, but it is actually the correct stem and the indicator gear and the spring. It's just flat out, it's just the wrong crown. The big thing is going to be whether or not the threaded section here inside the crown is long enough for me to use with a correct crown. It's another big win. So here we are, 2 wins. 3 of the 4 pieces for your stem are correct. There's the right gear, there's the spring, just this crown. So I'm beginning to think that maybe this was, well, I'm not sure what that was. There's no corrosion inside, so I'm beginning to really think that this was not a Philippines rework, that this was, as I was saying, sort of a latter-day old-school watchsmith repair. One problem that you've got is this is your movement ring, and it's missing the spring. The spring is just missing, so the movement is jumping all over the place. I'm going to actually get your movement out here. I don't normally do this, but I want to look at it because the dial is interesting to me because it's a very unusual color, and I want to look at it more closely. It's been reloomed, and it's been reloomed badly. These hour and minute hands, they are Seiko hands, but they're for a different model. You painted your sweep hand, and we're losing some paint here. This is an original dial. That's crazy. It's rough, but that's an original dial. It's just sort of faded out. This would have been the original color here, the sort of darker gold. So we can bring it back if you want to. If you want to, it can be done. It's just a matter of how much you want to invest in it. That's crazy. I've never seen a dial in that condition that looks like that color. That's the craziest thing I've seen. That's really unusual. It can be done. We can bring it back. If you want to invest in it, it can happen. It's just a matter of whether or not you have a budget you want to work inside, because we're going to have some. The dial is never going to get better. The dial is what the dial is. There's no way for me to make it better. I could relume it. I could relume it and provide an original set of hands. That would certainly make it better. The sweep hand, I could try cleaning that and maybe retint it to try to make it look better, because right now it's just kind of flaking apart. It's up to you. This is right on the, if it wasn't for the fact that your stem is mostly complete and the movement itself is running pretty decently, this is right on the border of me saying invest in a better piece. But it's up to you. If I had this watch here, if this watch were just in my drawers, me personally, I would not invest in restoring this watch. For me, this would be I would probably consider it a parts watch. But they're getting sufficiently rare now that you might consider having it done. But I mean, because if you investing money in a watch, some of the things like the cosmetic stuff, like your dial, it's never going to get better, and it will never look better. And so I always want people to have the best possible watch cosmetically. This watch is never going to be great cosmetically. It's okay. That's all it will ever be. But the dial is damaged, and it's only going to get more damaged as time goes on. It's up to you. Me personally, it's up to you. If you really like the watch, if you like the way the watch looks, and you're fond of the watch and you want to invest in it, then go for it. If you just have the watch and you're like, I don't know, it's a watch, then I would say it may be best to hold off. And let's find a better example for you. This bracelet, by the way, is a typical Philippines bracelet. They were popular 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. I don't see them too much anymore. But for a while there, you could see these all the time. And it was sort of a classic hallmark of a Philippines rework, which is what made me afraid that that's what this was. But it's not. It ended up there. And, it's had some questionable work, but no real abuse. And the case isn't pitted, so I would say that it's a U.S. watch that it's a watch that was not abused. It just had a very hard working life. Okay, you let me know what you want to do. Okay.